Oh, I can hear you. Okay. Yep. I'll invite him as well. Yeah? Well, I guess we'll find out. Maybe we'll see at 153. Scarhan's, I'm looking for him to set a pretty fast lap. So. Yeah. Maybe he fell. Maybe he fell in the toilet or something. Tech. Oh, there he is. All right. All right, we are going to. All right, so this is going to be a 10-minute qualifier, and I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to jump out once we start. You guys, good luck to everybody, man. I'm looking forward to commentating your guys' quali and race. So there's going to be like a few-minute break between the quali and the first race. It'll be a 12-lapper, so good luck. Yeah. What? Say that again, go. No, I don't have anything in the rules regarding that. But if you qualify in the top three, you'll get a first through third grid position. All right, guys. Simulation. Just checking the settings, and we're going to get started here just a second. You know what, Ted? Help me out here. The bigger is better, just to verify for scoring options on qualifying. That's a no, right? So it's a yes. It's a yes. Bigger than. Okay. Boom. Compare best. Okay. Boom. That's good. That's good. We're getting close here, guys. All right, go ahead and check up everybody, and we'll get started. Let me just verify everybody's in the right car. Looks good. Just waiting for Scarhand. Oh, we just got another one. Hold on, we're gonna give this another second. We got a few more rolling in here. I just got a message to wait a few more seconds because we have a couple guys that are trying to get in at the moment. Okay, you guys, everybody's checked up. I'm gonna go and launch the quali. Go ahead. Okay, no worries. Take your time. Go. It's on simulation damage for qualifying, so the fastest clean laps are ahead of the faster dirty laps. So make sure you get a clean lap, because if you don't, you're going to be somewhere in the back for the grid. So of course. Okay. Good luck, everybody. It better be. I have I had a saved setting, so if it's not, we're gonna, yeah. Okay, we are just started the first qualifying session, or the first and only qualifying session of the brand new first race of the WEC Racing League. So I'm really excited right now. We are currently riding on with Forza Fun as the cars are going through their first out lap. And we are sitting here at Muggello Grand Prix Raceway, which is in the Tuscany Hills of Italy. It's a very beautiful track. Really a fan favorite, a driver favorite all across the world. We currently have about 9 cars in the field right now. And they are getting their tires nice and warm through the first lap so they can start laying down some good solid laps. It's a 10-minute qualifier, and they're going to get about 4 to 5 solid laps in. The fastest lap that has a clean time will sit pole. Dirty laps fall second to clean laps. So right now we're on board and we're watching Scarhand, TechQ, and Forza Fun all roll through the first 3 coming into Pacini Corner, which is turn 15. And they'll be heading back onto the straight as FR Float sneaks up the inside there. Again, we are in ghost mode at the moment. But they will be crossing start-finish for their first flying lap. Again, F4R Speed Curves here, WEC Racing League. Excited to be in the broadcast booth to ride along with this group as we just launched our first race. It's a 2-part race here. We got a race 1 and a race 2. Each race will be exactly 12 laps. So these guys will be battling out. We're going to see who is going to be able to set the fastest lap and get on pole here. A couple guys are kind of maybe the favorite, but I don't really want to say much until we cross the line after lap 2 and see kind of where they are sitting. As we are sitting along riding with Forza Fun as he's coming up through Area Beata 2 as they come down into turn 10 Scaparia, and it's a very tricky right hand corner into the next turn 11, and he will race down the hill into Corinteo, which is a very fun but another tricky corner with a very important exit. So as he rolls through Corinteo, he's going to be coming and exiting out of there into Bondetti 1 and 2, a switchback. Very important to get right so you can exit out there into the final turn, turn 15, Pacini. As they are coming through Pacini right now, and they will be looking to show the times of their first flying lap. Right now we got zeros across the board. Anybody here could set, let's see what the first time is, and right now we have, let's see, take a look here. So right now our leader is Gump with a 2:03. He is the leader, and Gump running first place with Forza Fun right now in second place in the qualifying. As they are coming up through Area Beata 1 and 2, very tricky sections of the track. You gotta really get this right. We got a couple online viewers. Bangers 15, we'll give them a shout out. Viewing live on Mixer. As he is a very good, consistent driver. Wasn't able to make it today, but we hope to see him next week. As Forza Fun's coming down into the final turn 15 of Pacini. Looking to get a nice solid drive. His back end's a little loose there. But they are coming across start finish. Let's see how these times shake out. As Tech Q sets a 155. Jones with a 156. But currently we're still showing Gump and Forza Fun 1-2. As the WEC Racing League, again, if you're just joining us, this is our qualifying session. And we are watching the cars go through. I do believe we have a possible problem here. Showing lap 3 of 3. Are you guys showing that I set the lobby up wrong? Because I'm showing 3 of 3 laps. Is that? Okay, well, this is, do you guys see a timer up in the right-hand corner that says countdown? Okay, well, it's not supposed to say that. It's... okay, I don't know. The settings are wrong. Again. I do apologize, everybody. I mean, the only thing... It's kind of, you know... We got a small room here. I mean, we could always just redo the settings and redo the 10-minute quali. Everyone got everybody got the practice laps in. So, are you guys opposed to doing redoing the qualification? Or, okay, if it's okay with everybody, if there's no objections to that, we will. I'll double check the settings this time, and Forza Fun will also double check them with me. I put bigger is better as yes. I put yes. Okay, so let me make that. Again, I apologize everybody for that. I'm a noob. I'm a noob. I'm gonna go through my check sheet here one more time. I'm sorry. Nope. Go ahead. Okay, so I had an error on my notes. And my saved settings were also wrong. So I was the bigger is the better seems to be where the problem was. So good catch on that. And I've double checked everything else. So yeah, you can go ahead and view the settings now because I've changed them. So if you want to just go Forza Fun and check the settings and make sure that they look proper since you've looked at them a bunch of times. Yes, we're going to redo the qualifying as everyone's kind of agreed to that they're okay with that. So it'll be an extra 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, great. Yep. Flo, you need to change your car to an 814. Float, you in here? There you go. Okay. Yeah, I literally spent 3 hours trying to figure the settings out, and I still screwed it up. So, not feeling too good about that right now. All right. All right, sounds good. I'm glad you like it. All right, Float has his car, and I think we're good. We are going to launch this. Good luck, everybody. Take two. Okay, so we are back online here. made a small mistake in the settings. Can anybody hear me? Radio check. And we are just going through what is known as a black screen here. And we got one person that looks lagged out. Oh, that's Jones. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now doing the actual qualifying 10-minute session because we had a bit of a hiccup on the initial attempt. So I do apologize for that, but we have all 9 drivers now going back out on their out lap to get their tires nice and warmed up for their first quali lap. So again, 10-minute lap time or a 10-minute qualifier, and currently we have Scarhand leading the charge here with Tech Q and Forza Fun in the next 2 spots. So. All right, so they are still currently on their out lap, currently coming down into Corinteo. The really nice sweeping right-handed corner. It's like very much like a carousel as they exit out of there into Bonadetti 1 and 2, which is the switchbacks. Very difficult switchbacks and very hard to get right as they come down into turn 15. The final corner, Pacini, and they will exit Pacini onto the start finish straight and start their first flying lap. This is a great track. There's 6 left corners and 9 right corners. It's a 5.2 kilometer long racetrack, and the current straight they're coming down is 1.1 kilometers. So it's got a really nice long straight, and this is just a great track for a lot of sweeping corners and very fast and flowing. So they are running the GT3, the 2019 GT3. This is a spec series with the ability to fully tune your car, all the settings, but the parts list is locked. So currently we're riding along with Forza Fun, and right now the cars they're going to get the quickest lap they can without getting a penalty. So the goal here is to get through here without any penalties, because if you do have a quick lap, if there's a penalty involved, you do get put towards the back, and any clean laps are going to take precedence. So very important to get clean laps here. As we see Forza Fun as he's staying a nice consistent run out of turn 11 down into turn 12, Corinteo. Corinteo is very important to get a good exit through here. As you get a run onto the Bonadetti 1 and 2, the switchbacks. Very tricky section. But cars are nicely spaced. They're not going to get into each other's way here, as they're all looking to get a very good drive coming out of this section. So we are going to find out now how we're looking for times here. So our current situation with qualifying looks like Scarhand's our leader with Tech Q. Still got 3 laps on here. What is going on? We are going to take a technical timeout here, so please excuse us. It looks as though the settings are wrong again. I don't want to mess anybody's driving up, but okay. Well, I was showing on the spectator view of only 3 laps, but okay, maybe that was wrong. So carry on. Okay, we are, again, I do apologize for the technical issues here. First race, working out the technical difficulties. Scarhand is currently leading with a 155.5. That is a clean lap. As Scarhand exits, Corinteo down into Bondetti 1 and 2. Exits out of there nice, clean, and fast as he's going to head down into turn 15. Pacini. He's a little sideways through there, but regains control. And there's a little bit of understeer there, but he's able to reel it back in. I don't think he's going to suffer a penalty there. Let's see if he can improve his lap time. As he does not, he's still holding a 155.53. As Tech Q was running the highest top speed there, but that's just now been taken over by Float, F4R Float. Scarhand supporting the very nice, beautiful livery. It's like a pearl purple. It's Tech Q, BVD, sponsored by BVD, is running behind him. Scarhand coming up through Arabiata. 1 and 2. We're in qualifying. We're in qualifying at the moment, so you can jump in at the back of the grid if you would like. Race 1 will start in about 5 minutes. Scarhand comes down into Pacini for his final. He's getting a little sideways. He's going to regain control, but I think that's it for him. He's going to call it a qualifying session. As Scarhand currently leading the qualification at a 155.553. We'll see if that can be bettered. I forgot to bounce out of the bounce out of the chat, guys. I'm sitting there commentating. Sorry. Okay, we get a picture of this here. Good job, everybody. Why is it? Not sure why it's showing Gump as the #1 driver there. We're gonna. Either way, looks like everybody got a clean lap, so. I can take a picture of this and we will manually fix this. Thank you, sir. All right, guys, we're gonna take about 5 minutes for me to set up the lobby here. So, grab yourself a cold drink. Okay, Ted, Forza Fun, just check the settings. I've just set the race settings. So if you could check them and double check them for me before we get started in a few minutes, I'd appreciate that. Yep, there it goes. Yep. I can see one problem already is I don't have race stop. I don't have the race stop in there, so I got to get that put in there. Quick stops. There you go. The quick stops. So. Yep. All right. I just fixed that. I just changed it, so I'll leave it at 4 because the lap is typically less than 2, so you'd have to be more than 2 laps down. So, which I don't see that. That's off. Yeah, I want that off. I want that to say no. Yeah. Right, the check sheet says no, so that's a no. So collisions are always on, that's what we want. I got grid order on manual. Hold on to it. There's no pindo. Okay, I'm going to grab a quick drink of water, and then I will come back and I will set the grid. So stand by. By the way, I want to say thanks to everybody for being patient. This is our first race, so we're working out some of the bugs here. If when we start this race, there is something that is detrimental or very wrong, please say so, and we will fix it immediately. So we will stop the race and fix it. So. All right, let's do this. I'm going to set the grid up. Once float and tech queue are good, we will set the grid. No, I'm still here. Go ahead. I will make sure I get out of here so I am not ruining anybody's race. Okay, we are just getting ready to start race 1 at the WEC endurance race. So we are currently riding on with Scarhand. And as they come up the hill, Scarhand is leading as he got the whole shot with, looks like Dutchie and Tech Q. Dutchie with a really nice start from position. As we will ride along with Scarhand as he heads over the rumble strips, going through the switchbacks up through turn 4 and 5. This comes down the hill into Casanova, very tricky corner. They are on cold tires, so he is going to have to be a little careful here as Dutchie is able to maintain second place. As Dutchie is coming up into Arabiata 1 and 2, nice and tidy through there. Again, we are lap 1. Lap 1 of the race 1 of the series. So Forza Fun in third place, followed by Jones. As Dutchie coming down and out of Corinteo, heading into Bondetti 1 and 2. Very tricky section. Let's see how they get through here. It looks to Scarhand is really able to capitalize on his pole position as he is starting to create a gap. Coming down into the very tricky Piccini, we got almost 3 wide. Forza Fun holding a tight line as Jones is bringing up the rear there. Beautiful GT3s as they run down the straight 3 wide. This 1.1 kilometer straight coming into the turn 1 San Donato. Let's see how this works out. Forza Fun locks up a little bit. He's able to reel it in. There's a little bit of contact there between him and the, looks like float in front of him. This is getting very racy. They're very excited, obviously. Lap 2. Tires should be warming up now as Dutchie's tucking in right behind float. Gets a better drive out of that corner coming down into turn 4 and 5. As Scarhand is enjoying about a second half lead here. As Forza Fun is at the back of this group, a really tight-knit group here, as Shades and Gump bringing up the rear. As we are going to ride along here with F4R Shades. As they make their way up the hill through Arabiata 1 and 2, coming down into Scaparia. Scaparia is turn 10, and then they'll be going through turn 11, running down the hill into the very tricky Corinteo, turn number 12. As they kind of get in a single file line, it seems as though the drivers are trying to like settle in right now, and they are trying to just build some rhythm with these very tricky cars, as Scarhand is enjoying a very nice lead here. As they are starting to create a bit of a 2 to 3 car gap between each car here, starting to spread out a little bit. Jones running down with the supporting the Canadian flag there. I do believe he is out of Ontario, an Ontario racer. So currently right now we have a nice group of 6 cars at the front, but we do have 1 car in the pits. So each car is required to take at least 1 pit here, but Scarhand has got such a nice lead, he's going to probably save his pit for later in the race. But currently this group of 4 is staying consistently within a second of each other. As Sam Engelbert and Mixer are mixing it up. With Tech Q taking his pit already, he's back in 9th position. So Forza Fun, we're going to ride along with him, as this is possibly the closest battle we have right now. As he gets right on the backside of F4 Duchy as they exit out of Corinteo for the run down into Bondetti 1 and 2. Beautiful cars as they're both looking to get a solid exit. Forza Fun is trying to chase down Duchy. Is anybody going to pit here? That is the question. Forza Fun may dip into the pits if he feels Duchy is impeding his pace. He might just dip into the pits right here, but no. It looks like everybody's foregoes the pits there. And they are screaming down the 1.1 kilometer straight, coming into the very fast turn, San Donato, heavy braking right here. As they make their way through turn 1, as Jones is starting to reel in Forza Fun slightly. This is a nice little group of 3 right here. Again, we are race 1 of the WEC Racing League. A lot of people wonder what's the idea behind the WEC Racing League? How does it stand out? Well, interesting enough, the top 3 drivers are going to go into race 2 suffering a penalty. So due to a PI penalty that is assessed on the top 3 drivers, they will race 2 with a 809 PI penalty and give the other drivers a chance to maybe get a podium spot and gain some of those points back. So as we got Forza Fun and Duchy getting very racy here, she's looking up the inside of Duchy. That was nice and cleanly done through there as Jones getting a front seat view for this little race going on in front of him. He's kind of hoping these two are going to slow each other down, so maybe he can get a better exit out of the S's coming up. Bondetti turned 13 and 14. As they get through there, and Duchy gets way off the race line. And he does recover. Luckily, he's not off into the grass. But Jones is able to get by him. Jones is holding a nice, clean line going through there. He's going to be getting on the gas hard, looking to get to the draft of Forza Fun here. Meanwhile, at the front, we have Scarhand just running away with this. But with that in mind, we haven't seen the pace of the drivers who have already pitted. So it's very possible when he comes out of the pits, he will be not in first place. So we shall see. But we do currently have a driver in the pits. can't see who that is. Let's take a quick look who we got in the pits. That's going to be Gump, now exiting the pits. And he's still going to come out ahead of Engelbert and F4R BMXer. So we're going to stay on with this group of 3 right here, as Jones is giving Forza Fun a mirrorful. This is good stuff right here. Forza Fun doing everything he can to fend him off. As Dutchy's getting a front row seat here, we're going to actually go on board with Dutchy. Looking behind Dutchy, he's got Shades off about a second behind him. As Forza Fun is a little out wide, but he's able to pull that back in to get a good exit. As Jones is on the gas hard, let's see how they navigate through this tricky Bondetti 1 and 2. Exiting out of there, nicely done for Dutchy. Coming down into Pacini, the final turn, 15. Very important to get this right. If you don't get this right, your exit speed and your straight line speed will be compromised significantly as Dutchy struggles to get on the gas. And look at this, we got 3 in the pits now, so as Jones is going to follow Forza Fun and Dutchy is going to follow those guys in the pits. They're banging into each other, going through there. This is going to be interesting to see. Are they going to be able to exit ahead of some of the people that were pitting there early laps? So it looks to me like Dutchy's going to lose out. Tech Q is going to go by all 3 of them. As Tech Q has slated himself into 5th place. He's driving by himself and has been for some time now because he went in for an early pit. As Willie Fisterbaum is currently holding down 4th place. Very nice looking paint livery. He was not able to get his racing logo painted onto the cars quick enough, as each driver is required to run the WEC logo, but he just hasn't had his sponsorship club put on there yet. So we'll see, probably see that next race. As Fisterbaum gets way loose, way sideways. I think that might even cost him, as Tech Q is probably going to come right on by through here. In the meantime, we are going to run back with Forza Fun. And this group of 3 has really just been hounding each other, as Forza Fun is still able to hold off Jones and Dutchy. But currently, it looks like we are going to have a change at the front here, as Scarhand's in the pits. And it's going to be very close here. Let's go on board with Scarhand, as he's going to exit the pits. And he is going to lose a place to float. So currently Shades is currently still in 1st place. F4R floating 2nd. And Scarhand in 3rd is on cold tires. He's getting a little squirrely there, but able to pull it back in. Followed by Tech Q in 4th. We're going to ride along with Tech Q here. With this BVDG sponsorship, I understand their corporate CEO is out here this weekend to watch the race, so he wants to put on a good show for him. Tech Q nicely navigates down through Casanova into Savelli. Coming out of Savelli, he's going to go up the hill into Arabiata 1 and 2. Very tricky section. He's shown he's very quick through here, as he's able to hold a nice line through there, coming down into Scaperia. exiting out of there, running into turn 11, as he is going to run down the hill all by himself into Corinteo. The driver behind him, I don't believe has pitted yet, which is Fisterbaum. I can't be sure on that. I do apologize. The bright orange paint job livery, Tech Q, very significant, very easy to spot on the track with the black hood. As he pushes hard out of Pacini, coming onto the start finish line underneath the bridge. And we are on lap 8 of 12. There is 4 laps to go in this race 1. There will be a reverse grid for race 2 and a PI penalty for the top 3 finishers. They will have to switch from an 814 PI to an 809 and run race 2 with that penalty. Though testing has shown it's only about a half a second a lap difference. May be significant. I don't know. We'll see. All right, we don't want to miss out on too much of the action. We are going to go back with Jones, as he is currently still behind Forza Fun and Dutchy. This group of 3 has been very consistently running with each other, as Shades is desperately trying to reel this group in, but they're not slowing each other down. And look at this, as Dutchy gets right up on the rear of Jones. Jones is running a nice tight line there. Forza Fun doing everything he can to guard the inside. They are still on lap 12. There's really about 3 1/4 laps to go here, so nothing, no crazy moves, no dive bombs yet, which is, and Dutchy gets way offside the race line there. Jones is just studying Forza Fun to the T here, so he can study his weaknesses, his strengths and weaknesses, to set up something for a move here. As currently Scarhand is running first place. It appears that Tech Q is now in second because our previous leader had pitted. So sixth place is Shades, and then we got Float in 7th with Gump in 8th. 9th place is Fisterbaum and Sam Engelbert in 10th. As we continue to ride along with Jones here, Dutchy has lost touch slightly. Jones and Forza Fun really just getting ready to carve each other up. I got a feeling that something significant is going to happen here pretty quickly. There's not a whole lot of other closer battles throughout the track right now, so we are going to stay with this group. Let's look at this. Jones gets off the circuit, and Dutch is going to capitalize, or he's trying to, up the inside. Jones he's going to lose another spot there. So a mistake made by Jones has cost him 1 spot and a chance to take that 3rd position. But Jones is fighting back, coming down at Corinteo, gets a good exit out of there, and he is going to claim that spot back. And let's see if he can regather himself up as he gets outside the line slightly, but able to bring it back in. And Forza Fun has got some breathing room, so he is going to really enjoy that, as he's now currently running on a podium spot. And with 2 laps to go, crossing the line here, Jones is going to have a lot of work to get back on the podium. I think he's probably going to be thinking protect 4th place here. As Scarhan is still consistently running at the front. Let's just ride along with him. As Scarhan enjoying a comfortable lead. Running a 155.3 is his fastest lap. Dutchy running a 158, so we're looking at about 3 seconds between the those two drivers. You know, as Dutchy runs farther back in the field. So Scarhan nice and tidy. Coming through Corinteo as he exits there, going down into Bondetti 1 and 2. Looking very nice and tidy there. Very quick, very smooth. I think he's gelled well with the GT3 really in a short amount of time here. As he exits the turn 15, Pacini, and gets back onto the start-finish. The 1.1 kilometer straight. Front straight here, as we see Tech Q in the background there running by himself. So to keep the viewers happy, we will run with what's currently the quickest or closest battle here. Jones is still behind Forza Fun as Dutchy's behind him. They have just crossed the line. Lap 11, so there is 2 laps left here. Forza Fun doing a great job with consistent laps. As Gump, well-known driver from other series, is currently running an 8th. As I'm taking a look here at Gump's livery, I do like it. It's a light green color. This Gump coming down into Casanova into Savelli corner there, which is a difficult exit coming up the hill. Very important to hold your line there through Arabiata 1 and 2, all the way up the hill. And accelerating hard. It's very important to get a good drive out of there. Or if you get a little bit of an understeer, you're going to be in the grass. Because trust me, you do not want to be off there. It's quite a quick off and could probably send you into a spin. As Float has suffered some, maybe a mechanical. Not really sure what's going on with him. He looks a little slow. Not sure if maybe he has damage or not. As Gump runs down the hill into turn 15. Gump here, he is expected to gain momentum and speed as this race goes on. As we are on lap 12, and they are heading down into the see the white flag. I expect Gump to have a little stronger showing in race 2 as he gets acquainted with this GT3. Currently in 7th place. We are on the final lap, folks, so we are going to stay with Jones as he is making an attempt on Forza Fun on the last lap. As basically reeled him back in and put himself within striking distance. Let's see if Forza Fun can maintain his concentration and hold him off. Again, this is a battle for 3rd position on the podium. As they make their way up the hill through Arabiata 1 and 2. About halfway through this lap, folks. Come down into soon to be into Corinteo, turn 12. This is an area where you can make and lose a lot of time. Let's see if Jones is able to reel him in. And Forza Fun looks like he gets a nice drive. I don't think he's going to be close enough as he's pushing as hard as he can, but he's still 3 car lengths back. It looks to me like Forza Fun has him covered. We see the Amazon sponsorship there for Jones. And I think he does have him covered, folks. So shout out to Scarhand for our race 1 winner. Tech 2 finished in 2nd. Forza Fun cross the line in 3rd, and Jones in 4th. And we got F4 Shades holding off Dutchy, 5th and 6th, as they cross the finish line. And F4 Float in 7th place, followed by Gump, not too far behind him. And Sam in 9th, as he is getting ready to cross the start finish. And finally, we got Fisterbomb still navigating the final turn 15 of Pacini Corner. Back onto the start finish. We're in game chat, so who's talking? I do apologize to whoever can hear me. As I was announcing, I didn't realize anybody was in game chat. I thought it was just me. Who is this? Who am I speaking to? What's your gamer tag? Can you hear me? Hey, great job, guys. Enjoyed that. We do have one person in game chat that's not in the they were struggling to get into the party here, but looks like I've been disconnected from the session here. Yeah, please do, because I just got disconnected from the session, so please take a screenshot of that. Okay, so I will send everybody an invite for the new lobby, since I've been moved out of it for some reason. I don't know why, but stand by and we will get you guys back in here so I can do the settings. And how did everything look for race 1? Was everybody happy with the settings, and did it all look right? Okay. Really? Huh. Dutchy, yeah, Dutchy was behind you guys. That's right. Uh, there was a lot of commentary on you guys because you guys were really the best race to watch through because you guys were. I mean, a lot of people had pitted early. I mean, they all pitted together, so they just were stuck together like glue. Um, Hey babe, could you help me again? I need your help. Okay, so we are gonna need Scarhand, Tech Q, and Forza Fun to take a podium PI penalty. It does look like we did lose Tech Q. Oh, there he is. No, I've got. Oh, I don't have control. I thought yeah, I do. Actually, why don't you set it up? That's fine. You know what the, I can go over with the settings with you to verify. So, matter of fact, the settings are the same. Yeah, we're going to do a manual, we're doing a manual grid. So I'm going to basically tell you exactly what to do, and we'll walk through it one by one. But first, before you do that, before we do any grid, you have to have the proper PI. So the top 3 cars have to switch and take their PI penalty, which is Scarhand, who finished first, Tech Q finished second, and Forza Fun. So you will all have to run the 809 PI. Yep. All you have to do is take your race throttle body and put a sport throttle body on. That's it. Congratulations to Scarhand on the inaugural race first place finish. You did, absolutely. So, it looks like we lost float, and that's it, right? Okay, we'll wait for you. Okay. Okay, I'll do it right now. Let's just run it. I'm good at the moment, babe. All right. Do me a favor, just turn the light on, please, for me. Okay, so let's just take this right down the checklist here. Yes, the replays are. Did anybody else save it? Anybody? Okay. Right. So as a spectator, I just found out I'm not able to save. So I need you to save it for me, Forza Fun, or anybody that can save it. So. Yeah, no, save the race itself. Like, I get that. It's too late for that race, but for the next race, as a spectator, it's not letting me save the race. So I need one of y'all to do it for me. Okay, so let's go to this check sheet. Laps 12, check. Game type custom, check. Track scenario, quick stops, 1. Check. Alright. Damage, difficulty, simulation, check. Always on, check. Car class, any, check. Alright, race start. Standing, check. Manual grid order, check. And roll off, check. Alright, we're good there. So far, so good. Race end. Quick stops 1, condition number of laps, check. End of race timer 4 minutes, check. Scoring options, time based, no and no, all check. All right, we should be good to go. All right. And waiting on Shades to check up as well. I think he said he had to go to the bathroom. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sport intake manifold. Yeah. He'll figure it out. He's almost here, I'm sure. All right, there's Tech Q. Yep. Yep. Once everybody is checked up, I will start the grid manual and I will change the grid positions. Yes. Shades, if you're ready, go ahead and check up. Oh. Hey, Forza Fun. Forza Fun, you have control of the room, so you have to set the manual. I'm going to tell you, I will tell you the manual setup. So if you can go ahead and hit start and then the first, the number 1 pole position will be BMXer. The second place will be Fister Bomb. He's at the bottom. He's in 8th place right now. We'll have this ironed out a little better next week, guys. So, all right, 3rd place is going to be Engelbert. Sam. Okay, and then it's going to be Gump. Gump will be the next position. Yep, and then Float, which he's no longer here, so we're going to skip Float, so we're going to be Dutchie. Dutchie will be behind Gump. And then Shades will be in the next spot. And then you're going to be Jones after that. Followed by Forza Fun. Tech Q. Tech Q's in 9th, there you go. And then the last position is going to be Scarhand. And that looks right. Okay, so yeah, you guys are good. I'm going to be spectating and commentating, so it's on you, Forza Fun. Everyone's good to go. Good luck to everybody. No, it'll do. Just it takes a second. Oh. Okay. All right, anybody hear me? Radio check. All right, we are off race number 2. We still got Bangers 15 hopefully with us. We'll see. So we are about to launch race 2 and we are off. This is a reverse grid. The weighted penalties have been installed, so the top 3 finishers from the first race are now at the back of the grid with a PI penalty. So this is going to be interesting as BMXer is into turn 1. There's some collision there, but nothing too crazy. Looks like they're able to kind of get through there without too much drama. I suspect the quicker drivers are going to be kind of sitting back to see how this plays out. As currently we are on with Mixer, but let's go on with Dutchie. He's kind of right in the middle of this pack as they file in line in this first lap with cold tires. They are coming down into Casanova and Civelli. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there as one driver gets run off. Engelbert gets together slightly with another driver. Didn't quite see who it was. But looks like we got a possible Dutchie off the track slightly as he is being passed by virtually every driver as he is not able to retain control of that car. He's going to lose out pretty significantly there. So we will ride along with Forza Fun, who's currently in 8th. There's a lot of contact on this this first lap as Tech Q very cautious watching the drivers ahead of him. He wants no part of that mess. As Scarhead's getting, BMX are getting really sideways coming out of Bondetti 1 and 2, coming down into the final turn Pacini. Turn 15 as Gump is a little bit wide. He's not going to be able to get on the gas as quick as he wants to, which is probably going to suffer straight line speed, but he's going to run straight to the pits knowing that his straight line speed is not going to be there. So Scarhead, Gump, and Forza Fun all into the pits. We got 3 drivers into the pits with an interesting pit strategy there. They want nothing to do with traffic, so I suspect these 3 drivers to really kind of be stuck together for the rest of the race, as we are going to be on board with Tech Q as he is following closely behind Jones and BMXer. Let's go on board. He's got a front seat view as for Jones as Jones sneaks through on BMXer, and he is going to try to make a break. Tech Hugh is not going to want to sit behind BMXer very long, as he knows it's going to be imperative for him to gain time while others are already in the pits. As he sits, he's being very patient, as BMXer is going to throw himself off the track, and Tech Hugh is going to take that position. As Jones is probably going to feel a little pressure, honestly, from Tech Hugh, as Tech Hugh's had probably about 3 or 4 tenths per lap in the qualifying on him. But Jones showed very good consistency in race 1 with a 4th place finish. Tech Hugh finishing 2nd is going to look to run him down. So currently behind Tech Hugh, there is F4 Dutchy, who struggled to hold the race line coming up the hill, and he was off the circuit there as he coming into Corntail. But anyways, back to the start-finish as Tech is crossing the start-finish line, heading down into turn 1, San Donato. Very hard braking. Oh, look at this. Jones is slightly deep, kind of outbrakes himself, but pulls it back in. And he is a little loose as Tech Hugh and him come together slightly. Really nothing either driver did there, but he's fighting back as Jones is going to fight back. He's not going to easily give that spot up. But Tech Hugh is going to look to try to put some distance between the two, as he wants nothing to do with getting too racy right now. He just wants to create some space so that he can get his rhythm going. He's going to be looking to make up some time, as he was stuck behind some of the slower drivers, being that he took a 809 penalty and was at the back of the grid. So currently he's looking pretty good, considering he was starting so far back. So we've lost our picture here. Forrest is thinking, not quite sure what happened there, but we're going to look through the field here to see. Currently, Sam Engelbert is still running in first place, as we are on board with him with his Grid Life livery. He didn't have time to put his WEC Racing logo on the side, so I'm sure he'll look to get that taken care of soon. As he runs by the pits, he's going to forego the pit there. As Willie Fisterbaum in second place, neither one of those drivers has pitted yet. And Tech Hugh in third. As Willie Fisterbaum gets really sideways and outbrakes himself into San Donato. Let's take a look back here. We got 5th place Dutchy. Still trying to get acquainted with the car. I understand basically he was brought down last minute to get in the driver's seat, as the scheduled driver maybe wasn't able to make it for some reason or another. So Dutchy was willing to fill in, and that car and team was not able to get all their livery put together. So he's running a naked livery right now, but does have the GT3 RS famous signage on the side there. As he makes his way up, looks like he gets slightly off course, but is able to bring it back in. As Jones and Dutchy. Actually, it looks like the most decent battle we have right now is going to be on with Jones at the moment. as he is starting to see a little bit of a gap created between him and Tech Q. As Bangers 15 giving a shout out to all the drivers on the grid, saying great job all, he's really enjoying the racing. Look at this, Jones is ducked into the pits and has decided to take his one and only stop. Let's see where that will put him as he exits the pits. So currently, Forza Fun is trying to chase down Scarhand, who has put a reasonable gap between those two. And look at this, Forza Fun is going to come up on Jones as he leaves the pits. Those two battled the whole race in race one, and it looks to be forming itself again here, a battle between Forza Fun and Jones. As Gump, who I predicted would get only faster and faster with his GT3 platform, has shown that to be true. As we will ride along with Gump. As look at this, he is gaining some ground on Jones, as Jones is still on somewhat an outlap tires here. So Gump running the naked GT3 with the WEC logo on the side. I do believe his sponsorship will increase between now and the next race, because his performance is turning a lot of heads. Currently we have Sam Engelbert still holding down first place with Fisterbomb and Tech Q. Let's take a ride along here as they come into turn 1 San Donato. This will be interesting. How is Tech Q going to handle this traffic, which he's probably going to see as a few tenths pace slower than what he is able to put out. So he's not going to want to get too aggressive, but we'll see. As Willie Fisterbomb navigates through turn 3 and 4 as they come up the hill into turn 4 and 5, braking hard and exiting that last corner as they come slightly down the hill into Casanova, a tricky right-hander, followed by another tricky left-hander, turn 7, Civelli, as Fisterbomb gets a little out of shape, and Tech Q's looking to capitalize, but he's going to have to push himself out a little wide. He might try to square him off up the inside here, as Arabiata 1 and 2 are navigated pretty well by Tech Q, and he's going to take advantage of Fisterbomb just running himself off the track. So a mental error, maybe pressure induced, hard to say, but Tech Q is going to put the pedal to the metal and just see if he can get away. Willie Fisterbomb is not going to let that go lightly, but didn't have the drive he was looking for coming into Bondetti 1 and 2. As Tech Q navigates through there, sliding all the car. Look at that, all 4 wheels just sliding with his lower grade street tire, a non-racing slick. But he's able to put the power down coming on to the final start-finish straight as he exits Pacini. Tech Q showing that he does have the pace as he's putting several tenths between him and his competitor. So we are currently lap 7 of 12. We are over halfway through with race 2 on our first WEC Racing League inaugural race, and we are going to BMX Mixer finds himself coming down start finish. We do have one in the pits. Gump 1582 has taken his pit. I apologize that he is not in the pits. our pitting driver is going to be BMX Mixer. So we are going to go along. Jones is still in the back. Forza Fun. These two battled the whole race of race 1, and they are right back at it, folks. This is interesting. I do believe that Jones is going to be looking to get a little bit of redemption here as he finished behind Forza Fun. He's getting a little sideways there as he comes down out of Savelli into Arigata 1 and 2. This is a lot of time he won and lost up through here. Both nice and tidy through there. This Forza Fun is showing great consistency. He's also he's been praised over the years for his consistency on the track and tough mental attitude with the competitors. So he was commenting prior to the race that he was struggling with qualifying, but here in the race, looking good right now as he's holding 7th position, as Jones is a bit of an error there, losing spot. Not a spot, but losing some ground to Forza Fun. So he's going to try to gather himself up coming out of Pacini onto the front straight. And we do have a couple cars in the pits now as they are going to have some traffic here as they exit the pits. Let's see how this plays in to as Fisterbaum slots himself in between these two, as Jones is now not only dealing with Forza Fun, but Fisterbaum, as Willie Fisterbaum is looking much more racy in race 2. And Gump is still showing some consistency as we are now on lap 8 of 12. And Gump is doing everything he can to bring this group closer to him. So we do have some good racing here at the front. We're going to go up to Scarhan as he is making his way in 2nd place through traffic. And he has Dutchy in front of him. Don't think Dutchy has seen a pit stop yet, though. Don't quote me on that, as Sam Engelbert is bringing up 3rd. Tech Q currently in 4th, as we are going to stay on board here with Scarhan, as he is going to try to consistently navigate this GT3 RS around the course to make a move on Dutchy. I think Scarhan got, he's in the pits, but not in the pits. What is this move? I haven't seen this move before. Is he playing game? Is this a mind game? I don't know. Very interesting, as Scarhan is not going to have anything to do with that nonsense, as he is going to work his way up the inside and try to make a break. I have to say, I have not seen that move. It was almost like an NBA juke move. I do believe maybe he learned that from the American NBA All-Star. I don't know for sure, though. We'll have to ask him after the race. And Scarhan on the gas a little early, smoking the rear tires, as Dutchy and Engelbert are in close pursuit. Scarhan looking to pull off a double win here in the inaugural race weekend for WEC Racing League Weighted Endurance Championship. This is exciting stuff, as these drivers know that this is a very short championship, only 3 race days, 6 total races, but they're looking to take home the money, as there is actual U.S. cash prize money for the top 3 winners, which is pretty exciting. You don't see that very often, but I do understand the producers and the promoters wanted to make this just a little more something to race for, as well as pride and bragging rights. So Scarhand, who is a British driver, still holding down first position as he makes his way through Pacini. Turn 15 onto the start straight. And he is going to cross the line into lap number 10. So there's 2 laps left. Or, I'm sorry, 3 laps. 10, 11, and 12. As Forza Fun and is still holding down 5th. So, interesting enough, we have 3rd place Sam Engelbert, who was in the back of the pack first race. Now showing himself at the front of this, the front 3 of this race. So. As Sam Engelbert is making good progress here on the driver in front of him, F4R Dutchy. Let's go back to our track map here, folks, so we can kind of see how things are playing out. As currently Scarhand is still in first place. Dutchy is in 3rd, and Engelbert getting way sideways. As him and Dutchy are going to have a battle down into Pacini. Dutchy's going to come out ahead on this one as Sam Engelbert holding a tight inside line. As Tech Q is getting a good view of this this race here. Dutchy has put himself in the pits, which is he's gonna bow out of this top 3. Tech Q is going to take over 3rd position. Again, Tech Q running an 809 PI, and Scarhand running an 809 PI, and Forza Fun running an 809 PI. So Forza Fun is in 5th. He suffered a PI penalty. Jones, who is running a full 814 PI, is right behind him. He's got the straight line speed here. I don't know how he's going to attack, but certainly he's been studying Forza Fun lap after lap. And I would assume that he's got a planned attack here. So we're going to ride along with these two as we are 1.5 laps to go in this race, with Scarhand still out in front. Chris Jones is just giving Forza Fun everything. A miracle of GT3 814 PI. As Forza Fun is getting everything, squeezing every little bit of power out of the 809 PI car. This is weighted racing at its best, folks. We have Forza Fun, who had just a bit quicker lap time, suffering from a slight PI disadvantage. And this is where Jones is going to have to exploit that as they come down into turn 15, Pacini corner. And let's see if Jones can reel him in on the straight if he gets a really good exit here. As Forza Fun gets on the gas, and Jones looks like he got a pretty good run. Let's go on board here. And Jones is pretty far back. You can see slightly he's able to reel him in, but really not a whole lot. As Jones comes right up on his bumper into Santa Donato. As they exit that into turn 2 and 3, the switchbacks, the left-right. That'll push him on down into turn 4 and 5. Another tricky set of switchbacks. I'll tell you what, Tuscany Hills out here in the great country of Italy is just gorgeous. You can see the fans, they've come from all over to see this WEC racing. As Jones, oh, he's getting a little out of shape there. That's going to cost him, folks, but he's able to regain. But I don't know, with one lap, actually a half a lap to go, that might be race over. As Scarhand is exiting, coming down into Bondetti 1 and 2. And Sam Engelbert still showing second place. Tech Q right behind him. I don't remember. Oh, there's a move up the inside, but Tech Q holds off. He is going to try to get on the gas early here and fend him off. But it looks as though Sam Engelbert has crossed the line in second place. Which, that should be the checkered flag, ladies and gentlemen, as Tech Q has taken a third place. Forza Fun taking fourth, and a fifth for Jones. Sixth place for Gump, which is an improvement on his race run. Followed by Dutchie in seventh and BMXer in eighth. We did lose Willie Fisterbomb to a DNF. I don't know if that was a disconnect or maybe a rage quit. But as F4R Raiden looking on through Mixer, we want to say thank you to him for viewing the race today. I want to give a shout out to F4R Raiden for his ability to run fast laps himself, but unfortunately he was not able to be here with us today. We'll look forward to seeing him next week. So with that, we are going to go down into the pit area and see if we can get a word with some of the drivers. So, oh, yeah. Oh, you did. Thank you. Thanks for getting the replay. Hey, great job, everybody. I don't know if you have included my audio for my broadcast, but I wanted to ask a couple questions of the podium finishers. So if you haven't, please do include the audio. Get a quick interview of F4R Scarhand. Congratulations on your double race win. Back-to-back double race win. That was very impressive driving. Scarhand, I do believe that you are a driver out of the UK, so thank you for, Wales. So a short run over to the Italian Tuscany Hills. But congratulations. Do you got any words you'd like to say regarding your your double race win? Yes. So. Yes. Well, congratulations to you on your double race win. And Tech Q, you also had a very good race, both races. You got any words for us? Man, a few words. Man, a few words. Nice. Very nice. And Sam Engelbert, I noticed that you had a very strong showing. Second place after your first race was probably not turned out the way you wanted it. So what do you have to say about your second race? Excellent. Well, I want to say thanks to everybody for coming out today and being a part of this broadcast. I'm going to get out of your guys' hair and let you guys do racer talk. So thanks again, and we'll see you guys soon.